Am I supposed to go this way or am I supposed to go the other
You're
way?
perfect. You're
Okay,
perfect.
okay, okay.
So I'm just going to let people know that I am live and that if they want to drop in, ask some questions, that we are ready to go. So let me go to my YouTube channel here. How are things going with your new book? Do you still have anything that needs to be tweaked?
No, actually, of course, there's always something I should tweak.
Mhm.
But no, we've got everything up, got the new everything fixed. And of course, between the ladies, the wonderful ladies book group that that we've been working with, that I met through all your class, it's gone wonderfully, and we are helping each other doing silly things like uh, important, but we didn't understand how to group our emails together,
Uh,
so I was sending them out one by one, and that took a lot of time.
mhm.
So we're doing stuff like that, like, no, this is how you group it together. We're all going like, oh yay, we got it, we understand that now. So it's more of a, there's it takes a lot of time, but we've just been tweaking it, to understand a little better how to to how to be more efficient on what we do. And we love the with JC. And
Mhm.
I've been looking at, and of course, Denise and I have been talking about my art council, um, in here in our area. Our art council is just drawing and pictures. It doesn't involve, because I try to talk to them. We were talking about grants and how
Right.
that we how that we could go ahead and help with this wonderful idea that a continuing of a wonderful idea that you guys have, that JC was talking and you were talking about the other night
Yeah,
on
and so
Matt's.
for others that are just joining or watching this on replay, I had an amazing um, session on my mastermind where we had someone come in and talk about creating and gamifying our books, our children's books. And it was quite eye-opening about what you could actually do using gamification and tools that teachers use. And I think that it could really help us with getting into schools, getting more engaged with teachers, and providing teachers with the tools that they need to meet their technology requirements, but also to be more engaged with the children.
And we loved the idea. And of course, we have these books, and certainly we want to give back too, and which we've given back with our words and everything. But if we can help with the illiteracy of the children, or get them so excited about wanting to go ahead and read books because they're going to play games, hey, if we can sneak them in to do that so they can play this game, it's absolutely a wonderful idea. What The question I had on that particular topic was, okay, I'm equipped with it. Now, what do I do?
Mm.
If I go ahead and set it up now, what do I do with it? Um,
So when we were talking about creating these, I
mhm,
think one of the most beneficial things is to start by connecting and having JC set up, a virtual field trip so that teachers would know about it and
mhm.
pull it together and actually do allow people, teachers to sign up with their classrooms. And, part of it will be playing this game, also give you an opportunity to talk to the students, read your book, answer some questions, and that will help you get or help others get to know you. And also you'll that recording would live on her channel, and others would be able to watch it after the fact and engage with you, so you'll be able to share more about how they can get in touch with you for virtual visits and things like that, and where they can go to download these freebies like the game and the other things you put together. So what that says is, when you've got resources for teachers, they find you and discover you on an educational channel, and you're attracting them to download all of these things on your website, now you're building a list of educators who are engaging with you and your books. And that, I think that's so invaluable.
Now, on the grassroots level, for me, let's say, do I go to like my school, like an elementary, mine's more of an elementary school age. Do I go and talk to the a teacher or a principal, or what would you suggest to? Because I know that my grandchildren are using the Kahoot and
Oh,
the other Bookified. I've forgotten the
uh,
other
Book It, I think,
Book
or
It. Yes, Book It.
Look it was
Book It.
the
Look
tool.
It. Okay. And is that the way you would suggest to start moving after you've already talked to her and had her set you up? Is that the way you would help
I think it's
perpetuate?
helpful once you know that you've got the tools ready. Yeah, I think reaching out locally could be really fun, and let them know that you know you've got something that distinguishes you. And starting locally will be a lot of a benefit because you want to start. You know, whether it's going to the libraries, and that's one area that I think they could really appreciate and enjoy that as well, but also for schools. And you could start with principals or admin. I would start with the admin. I know that sounds, you know, like it's not very productive, but the admins, and just kind of talking to the admins in the school and saying, you know, who's the right person to reach out to, because
Oh, okay.
cases it would be the principal that brings in all the author speakers. In others, it's, you know, the maybe it's the librarian, the school
Oh,
librarian that does that. And in other cases, there are teachers that are championing it. So I feel like the admins know a lot more, and can do, and sometimes, you know, just reaching out to and getting those email addresses for the schools in your area and blasting it to all of them is okay. But
okay.
I prefer to start with the admins and see and start building my list that way.
Okay. Now I know that she had said, of course, if we're looking at the bigger picture, that of course that Zoom has become, Facebook, everything. Communication certainly has changed a bunch.
It sure.
That we could be talking to somebody in a whole nother state or a whole nother, country. Uh, but I was wondering, grassroots wise, how to get that started. But it sounded like a very interesting,
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Hi, Dottie. Welcome. Oh, I got to get you off mute, my dear.
Hi, Dottie. We were talking about, I know you were there on Tuesday night on the master's class, or I'm sorry, it
Yeah,
was Monday night on the master's
no
class.
time goes by.
So, I mean, we were talking about JC and the wonderful integrated teacher idea that she was talking about. So I just had a couple of questions on that. So that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. Welcome. And we, Dottie and I are publishing her book, and we have been doing that.
Dottie, good for you. I've heard
And
that you've been doing that.
Yeah, for quite a
uh,
while now.
Haven't we all though? But
Oh,
you know how wonderful April's been because we know she's got a new class coming up.
I
And I
know.
thank goodness I went to a vendor show, and I know that it was oh, what was the young lady's name that did all of that? I saw, what was her, is it Amy that does she shows all the how to do all the vendor shows. But anyway, I
oh
was
yeah,
looking.
Kim Ann. Hmm.
Kim Ann, I don't know how that slipped my mind, Kim Ann, because I was there when we recorded that, and of course I was trying to set everything up the way that the way she did, and had stuff. It was so windy, all your cute little heads, the cardboard heads and stuff of your characters were flying away, and you're kind of like going, oh, this is no fun. But there was a lot of people that were saying nicely, like, well, anybody could do a book, but I'm thinking, but I've got a wonderful idea. And I said, well, we've got a new class coming in in January that you need to take with April. So hopefully you'll have some people. And I said, check her out on YouTube, because you've got a lot of wonderful things up on a YouTube
Yeah,
that
thank you.
are
I love having ambassadors be able to tell others. Dottie, I sent you a private message here in the chat. I'd like to log in and let's pull up what we've got so far on KDP
I wonder.
and we can get things going. But for
Oh.
some reason, I don't know, it's not
This is
auto populate.
KDP.
Yeah, but just send it to me on private chat because I am we're live on and broadcasting, so I don't want to take any
Tell everybody.
over the web.
So as I was saying, as Dottie's getting her things all set up, that of course you've got that new class coming. Go onto YouTube if you just want to check you out. There's bukus of things that you can. That's what I did for several months, thinking, because gosh, we'd been burned so many times. I thought everybody kept on saying, check out April, check out. So I thought, well, I'll check you on the sly. Nobody will know what I'm checking you out. And so, and you have so, and you have so many things to. I know it's December beforehand that you can even do that, on your own time, and look at it before you even hit January, that you will already be hitting the ground running. So that will be, if anybody's thinking about taking that next step,
Thank you.
that would be a great way of starting. So anyway, I did give
Awesome.
information out, so hopefully, all these people are telling me they've got a story that they will come ahead and check you out
Awesome.
on
I
that.
appreciate that so much. I love Dottie, for some reason that's not working, and that's why I think that's what I was having a problem with. Are you sure there's no capital letter there or anything?
Were you able to get in with that yesterday?
I don't know. Yesterday, I mean, I was in before, so I'm not sure why it's not working now.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And are you sure it's not a capital letter?
Yes. I will see if I.
And no special character or anything?
And I gave you got the code. I sent you the code earlier.
On my other computer. I was on my other computer, but it didn't come in time, so we would have to do it again. For some reason, that's not working on this one.
I mean, well, there's no dash. I just put that to separate from the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I know why. Because I'm using your Gmail instead of your Yahoo.
Oh, I know. I'm in transition.
Hey, my husband still uses AOL.
I do too. But the thing that you're kind of saying is that you started out one way, and as time has gone on, you have changed your branding. Now you've got your own branding, and that's, Dottie, that's what you and I are both doing. Is we're thinking like, oh, you know what? I think we should be, entrepreneurs. Just like the class is starting, just like we're starting on Monday. Do you see how that was?
Yeah, speaking of authorpreneurs, the Authorpreneurs Summit is going live on Monday.
How can you believe that?
There's a bunch of, oh, by the way, I just sent you another code, Dottie. Yeah, we have so many sessions, more than 30 speakers, and I've pre-recorded the session, so we didn't end up with a bunch of, technical issues. However, I'm also incorporating some live, opening every day with a live session, just to welcome everybody and go over what's gonna be streaming that day. So you'll be able to stream this on YouTube. But I also invite you to go and sign up and it's authorpreneursummit.com, and that is going to give you exactly what you need to be able to have these things available to you. All the sessions and everything that we're doing is going to be just amazing. Today I talked with Josh Becker and we recorded a session on trademarks. Do you need one? When do you need one? How to go about it, what to watch for. I have got sessions about just about everything: branding, formation of your business, accounting, the basics of business. So business made simple. And lots of activities around building an email list. And so if there's anything, any topic that is about growing as a business, as an author business, we've covered it at the Authorpreneur Summit. So I highly recommend that you go to the Authorpreneur Summit and you sign up. And I do recommend getting that premium pass because you're going to get a bunch of bonuses that are worth about $2,000, and all of those bonuses coming from speakers and from my own vault of things that I'm going to be providing as well. And you'll have all the replays for life as well. So the ones that we stream live are going to go away. So if you can't be there and be watching these things through the weekend, having that premium pass is going to help you.
Yeah,
So
I signed up for that.
what time does it start?
It is going to be kicking off at noon Eastern with
Oh, at noon. Okay.
noon. Yeah. So noon Eastern, I'll just open. And the reason I did noon is because I wanted for the West Coast or for people that are in other time zones to be able to participate. If I was going to do 10 a.m., it would have made it really early for others. So so I'm doing noon Eastern. Dottie, I am in, Dottie, and with your permission, I'll go ahead and share and we can take a look and go through some things with your book. Let me go ahead. So I'm publishing here with Dottie. The ebook has already been submitted, Dottie. So
and the file as well, the file too.
Rebecca just sent me a file for your Ingram. So I've got that, but I wanted to go through this with you and make sure that I didn't want to just click publish on the KDP paperback without your approval to say, yes, go ahead. I didn't know if you had a specific date in mind that you wanted to schedule for your book release, or if you wanted me to release it right away.
I want to release it right away because it's going to be approved, right? And then they're going to send me a author copy to do whatever.
Well, right now you can schedule. Let me just go and put in your ISBN for that. Hold on, Ingram. Let's get into Ingram and go make sure everything there is all set as well. And this Ingram one is is your Yahoo one, right? I mean, it's your
That's
Gmail.
the Gmail. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. So I figure, while we're here, it probably can't hurt for other people to see what goes into publishing a book. Sure. So we've got Francis Flamingo, the hardcover submitted. This is the paperback. So originally when the files were sent over to me, the designer didn't realize that I wanted to also do paperback on as well. So she just resent that to me and have the ability, because a lot of people think, hey, I've got KDP on paperback, so why do I need Ingram? So my preference is to do this because we have Ink Society Press LLC. Because Ingram is your distribution channel. And as a result, when it goes off to Barnes and Noble and Target and Walmart, Books A Million and all these other places, I didn't want it to just go with the hardcover. You actually make more money per book with the soft cover. So I wanted both of them to be available. So that's why I'm going through that process and making sure that you have both Ingram Spark paperback and hardcover. So we're going to go ahead and upload things here. We've got
we're doing bleed on that.
Yeah. And you want glossy or matte on yours?
Glossy, I thought.
Okay.
Is that preferred?
That's what I prefer. Some people, it's really just a preference.
I like,
Yeah, it's based on what other people are, some people really love. This is the full cover. Hold on. I'm going to just go
so
grab.
the interior on the paperback is different than the interior on the hardback, on the hardcover?
Not the ones that Rebecca sent me. With Praise Saffler, when I do the design work with her, she sends me two separate ones because she has specific guidelines for Ingram Spark that she sends separate from the guidelines for Amazon. But with Rebecca, I think she took the common requirements from both and just sent one file. So that's not uncommon.
Oh, okay. Because they would not accept it. And she had redone a file and they wouldn't accept it. So like the DPI was too low the first time. Then they said the DPI was too high the second time. So
okay. Yeah, let me see. I want to just go in and grab the files from Rebecca. Hi, Ada. Welcome. Glad to have you join.
Hi, Ada.
Let me see. Rebecca Yee. What are you covering today, Ada? I would be happy to work with you as well while we're live here. And for others that are seeing this online and you want, just drop in and you want to join me on Zoom, I'm going to also post the link on YouTube. So if you want to join in, feel free to do that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. I just wanted to order the book one session with you because I made the payment for coaching for you. I don't know if you see that.
Okay, yeah. So what I'll do here is I'm going to put my link here into the chat, and you can go ahead and grab some coaching time on my calendar.
Okay.
You see it in the meeting chat.
Yes, I see that.
And then, you're always welcome to jump on here if you've got a quick question or whatever. This is I'm here on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock and
Okay.
8 o'clock Eastern. And it doesn't cost anything to join and ask a question or whatever you need. This is my service to the author community. Sometimes we can't go into, everything, but this is an opportunity to get some additional guidance or help, or if you're stuck on something, you're always welcome to join me here.
Yes.
Okay, so let me see if I have files from Rebecca. Okay. Ingram paperback file, yes.
if
And
we launch it today, when can I tell my people that it's ready? I have to wait till I get an approval and then I'll know it's okay.
the ebook may be ready already. Let me double check that for a moment. Bear with me. I'm just trying to find the other files from Rebecca. There we go, Rebecca. By the way, just so that everybody else knows, if you love beautiful children's books, you've got to check out Frances Flamingo. We read it. First of all, Kyrie was so happy. My granddaughter was so happy because I told her she was going to be one of the first one that was able to read this because it hadn't been published yet. So I had the files and she had homework to do, read a book, and she loves flamingos. So we pulled it up and we were able to do the read through, and boy, she's getting so much better with her reading. She only got stuck on a few words, but she really loved it. And she said, Oh, look, she's got a boy in the dance class, which I thought was very smart decision. And Kyrie said that was a very smart decision. She loved Francis Flamingo and she loved the dancing. I am trying to find.
Thank you. So I'm happy to hear that. The little boy, even the illustration is somewhat of a little boy that I had in my class that I'm still close to his parents. He now started college at Texas A&M, but
Oh, how awesome. Because you're a dance teacher, right?
yes.
Dottie? So you were able to pull on your experience. So yeah, Francis Flamingo was a very big hit in our family last night.
Glad to hear that.
And she said, are you going to buy me one so that I can bring it to my classroom? Because I think I want to gift one to my teacher. I said, absolutely, we will do that. KDP. Oh, here's interior.
It is a pretty book, Dottie. It really is.
Thank you. And I promised my granddaughter's teacher I was going to bring her your book, because they were doing a unit on bats. So I thought, oh, I know just the book for you.
Oh, thank you, Dottie. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice. But it's a sweet book that you wrote. It really is. And I'm glad that you found an illustrator that you were happy with, because I know that was quite a.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It is. You have it in your mind, and it's hard to explain to exactly what you mean. Because I know that in our class, of course, April has told us to get.
You're cutting in and out, Dottie. Lee, you're cutting in and out. I don't know if your internet's having problems or if it's me. Welcome, Chris. Nice to see you. We are just uploading something here. Ink Society Press. Did I misspell this or include something wrong, Dottie?
That's right.
Ink Society Press, LLC. Oh, I know what the issue is. Okay. The title registered to this ISBN is not the same.
What is up with that?
This is an error that happens, and I will tell you exactly what's wrong with it. When you go to My Identifiers and you register, like this is the ISBN that's registered. I'm going to go here for a second. We decided that we should provide a nice subtitle because we like the idea in our subtitle here. So Francis Flamingo, Prima Ballerina is the book. And originally, Prima Ballerina was the subtitle. My recommendation to Dottie was, let's make Francis Flamingo, Prima Ballerina the title, and let me do something with the subtitle that is a really a good way of incorporating some special keywords. So children's picture book, right? That's a keyword people search for all the time. The word dance is not in the title, so I wanted it to be in the title, in the subtitle. Friendship, kindness, and then the age group of the the word kids and ages 4 to 8. Plus, it rolls okay. A children's picture book about dance, friendship, and kindness for kids ages 4 to 8. So because I changed the subtitle and I changed the title here, when we go to My Identifiers, which is Boker, where you purchased the ISBN, if it doesn't match exactly what is there, then unfortunately, it is going to make you wait until everything does match. So let me just double check here on the identifiers. So I changed it here. It's fine. It's perfect. I think it's got, let me see, it's got the exact same subtitle now. But before it said Francis Flamingo, and then it said Prima Ballerina beneath it as a subtitle. So this is fine. I'm just going to copy exactly what's there, which is the same. So what happens is, even though everything matches right now, the process of Boker making that available onto, so that Amazon sees that it's been updated, It's probably going to take it till later today or tomorrow to be
Okay.
able to get that correct.
That was
So,
just giving me fits.
yeah. So, and I know, I could go back and put it to the previous subtitle, but I really don't want to do that. I want you to get the most bang for your buck.
Mhm.
Having that subtitle as because it's such a rich field for keywords, and so many people do not take advantage of it, that I really want to make sure that you get the benefit, because organic sales can come from those great keywords. So I'm going to save this for now, save as draft, and I'm going to check more on this later. Later today or tomorrow morning, we should be okay to go ahead and submit it. Now, Ingram Spark does not do anything like that. They don't check it against Boker. So with Ingram Spark, I'm just going to go through here. We've got the title. We've got, let me just make sure. I was waiting on the file, so I can go ahead and upload this one and make sure everything is ready to go. Bear with me here. We'll get this one submitted anyway. So we've got 8.5 by 8.5 color. For the paperbacks, I usually do premium color, although you could go to the color 70 if you want to incorporate a little bit more of a profit margin. So right now it's $457 for the cost. And when we look at this, everything here's been updated. We're good. I just didn't have the file, so I'm just going to accept these, and I'm going to go ahead and submit the files, and we'll get this moving. Okay, so we had the interior. I just didn't have the cover. I'm going to go ahead and grab the cover. Let's see, full cover, Ingram paperback. There we go.
Were you able to check my keywords, make sure that I had reasonable sounding keywords?
Yeah, you did a good job with keywords, and I'll continue to do more with that. I'll spend some time with keyword analysis, and
Thank you.
because we're going to want to do more around Amazon ads. So the number one thing right now, you're getting this published, you're talking to your people, getting them ready. These are fine, by the way. I already looked through the file. Everything here was fine. There's probably, this has to do with your logo. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to have to go and push this through, because I actually had Praise take a look at it, and there wasn't anything that was going to cause any trouble. So I don't want to delay anymore. And I'm going to authorize this to be
I
complete.
appreciate that so much. You can't imagine. You caught me from jumping off the bridge. I went yesterday. I just about had it.
No worries. So I remember getting your email. I think it was yesterday. Help, I tried myself and I couldn't get this stuff done. It's all these errors are coming up.
I can't imagine how people say, oh, I'm going to publish my book, and just go, oh, I've never done that before. Oh, I'm going to do, I go, what? Yeah. I go, no. You need to talk to
right now it's in setup. We just do need to make sure that, for the KDP side, we're going to wait for the things on Boker to be prepared. So I would say for other people who are potentially getting ready to publish their book, if you haven't thought of a subtitle that, if you haven't incorporated a subtitle that you've researched with keywords, take some time and do that. Because if you're waiting until the last minute, it can delay your book, like we're seeing here with Dottie's. So we will definitely check on that tomorrow, Dottie, and I think it should be fine, because everything's showing as fine. It's just that Amazon needs a little time to have that broadcast so that they can confirm that it does indeed match. More to come, but I'll check in on it later tonight for you. Right. Hi, Chris. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I'm just checking this out. I did the subtitle thing. That's my book right there, R.I.P. Corey. And so then I put my friend died and it sucks.
Oh,
Because I wanted the friend died thing because I thought people might be coming to Amazon to look for a book for a teenager who knew someone who died. So I needed died for sure, but it's just making me think, should I have, made it even longer and put more?
yeah, probably. It would have been helpful to have the age group and also the word grief would have been
Right.
two things I might have incorporated in that subtitle.
Yes, I could have done that book about grief for teens or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? We learn, and if you find that you need to re-release or something else happens, well, you could test it out because subtitles are allowed to be changed on ebooks, but not on print books. So it's one that you could play around with and see if it actually
Yeah.
performs better.
I could try that because it wouldn't matter, that the cover doesn't have the word grief for teens, right? That wouldn't matter. And if I don't have to change the ISBN,
Right.
then I may as well so I just go into KDP and just change it in my data for the ebook.
Well, you would have to go into the ebook ISBN if you have on myidentifiers.com. If you've not used the free ISBN, but you've used one of your own, you will need to make sure that it matches there on that.
Okay, so I'll change it over there at Bowker. I call it Boker first,
Mhm.
and then go wait a couple days, it sounds like, and then go change it on KDP. Okay.
That's right. And then make sure that your keywords have, information about grief. Have you done a good job researching the keywords and really building up your keywords on that detail page? That would be important.
Someone told me that, how there's seven rectangles for the keywords, that you can fill it up with words. You don't have to make them make sense or anything. So that's what I did. There's just a bunch of words in there. Teen, teenager, teens.
Yeah, so not exactly. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share. I'm going to go to Amazon and give you just a little bit of help with this. So book about grief for, come on, sorry, my computer's a little slow today. Grief for teens. Okay, so we've got about 1,000 results here. I just want to see how it performs. So to go back to how to use those 7 keywords, what I would typically do, and this is following Dave Chesson's guidelines and guidance, one side I would do keyword phrases that are really good for your book. So when I say keyword phrases, I mean long tail phrases that are being searched regularly, have lots of search volume, and immediately apply to your book. So this one that I just entered, the popularity it's saying here is there's only a small number of books performing well. It's got good revenue potential, but it's got way too much competition. So I usually play around book about
No, I didn't even put the word book in there.
Of a friend for teens. Think about your target audience and what would they be searching for. So number one, you need to really know your target audience well, right? That's an important thing with any book that you're writing, but especially when you're thinking about keywords and what they might be searching for. So you can find that by just kind of going through and experimenting a little bit. So here now I've just changed that keyword search term. This is KDSpy. It is a tool that I absolutely love for doing keyword research. And I'm going to put a link here that you could use if you want to get KDSpy. It is an affiliate link, but so now this tells me a book about loss of a friend for teens is very popular. It is a lot of potential, and it's saying that it's got a lot of, a little bit too much competition, but there's only 479 results. So I am perfectly happy with this. That would be one of the long tail keyword searches I would put in on one side. So think of one side, you're going to put long tail keyword search terms that work really well. The other side, you're going to keyword stuff with anything that didn't appear in those long tail keyword terms, but is valid for your book. Okay. So, the other thing that I use this for is when I look at the estimated monthly revenue, I'm going to see a lot of, this is how to make friends, girls survival guide, how to make friends, build confidence, avoid peer pressure, overcome challenges, prepare for your future, and just about everything in between. So talk about, lots of great keywords on their title, right? So,
Right.
but this is a $28,000 per month. That's what they're making in revenue. Healing for No One But Me is $7,000 a month. The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. Now, one of the things we might find is that maybe, all right, here, why me, what now? Life's tough, but you're tougher. So some of these words that are or the books that are coming up, Stuff That Sucks, A Teen's Guide to Accepting What You Can't Change, right? So there's some other books maybe that, by knowing some of the other books that are doing really well about your topic, that's another great source of keywords for you. For example, the fact that you can see the subtitles, right? You might find some good keywords in subtitles here. A Teen's Guide to Accepting What You Can't Change, Committing to What You Can, the Instant Help Solution. I mean, Gifts for Teen, Life Skills book. To me, life skills might be a good keyword search term, but you're basically looking for, and then there's teens and the word tweens. So it just might help spark some ideas for you. A book about loss, grief, and the way we love, and the way love continues. So this looks like it could be another book about what you're doing as well. So what I would typically want to do is look at this for ideas, look at some of the subtitles, the other ways people are using things. This is the one, the Teen Girl Survival Guide. So, survival guide might be something people were searching for, a survival guide after grief, something like that. The other thing is, if you've got a book that's doing really well, and let's just pretend this one is exactly what your book is about. There's bound to be competitors out there. You should know your competitors. So let's pretend this is the perfect competitor for you. I'm going to click on it. And one of the other ways that I will get keyword ideas is by, first of all, there is a Chrome extension called Helium, Helium, Helium Chrome extension. There is a free version of it. Go and install it and get it on your Chrome. What it does is it gives you this graph here on any of your Amazon listings, and I can click on the word keywords. And now I'm looking behind the scenes at all the keywords that this book is indexed for. So if you find some really great books that are doing extremely well on a topic that you've written about, wouldn't it be wonderful to be able to look at what types of keywords that they have? Now this one has 19,000 keywords in it. Teen Survival Guide. So we're seeing all of their keywords here. And you can get this for free.
How can you have 19,000 keywords?
Aha. You can have that many keywords because not only do you have your 7 keyword fields, but when you start running ads on your book, then Amazon starts indexing you for those terms that you're advertising for. And it does that as a result. Let's just say teenager books. Let's just say teenager books is something that they paid for on an ad. Teenager books gets searched for. Somebody clicks, sees the ad, clicks on it, and then buys it. Amazon goes, aha, teenager books. We showed this, they bought it. Now, if that conversion happens often enough, then they start to index that book for that term, so that Amazon can keep putting it in front of people that are looking for teenager books, because it converts, meaning it's highly applicable, and it is allowing Amazon to have a better experience for the people searching for that term, because they want highly applicable books to show, and Amazon continues to make money and sales and all of that. Now, I pay a monthly fee for this keyword, this thing. Why do I do that? Because I get extra features besides what is only shown to people that are getting the free one. So what I like to do, the feedback here, there's these filters, and I want to say, yes, I want to see these keywords, but I don't want to see all of them. I want to see those that have a minimum search volume of, let's just say 1,000 searches a month. And it has, whoops, get back here, show my filters, 1,000 searches a month. And it has competing products no more than, say, 400. Okay. So that, what does that do? That means it's highly, searched for, but very, very little competition. So I'm going to apply the filter. And now what I'm seeing here is 187 keywords. So this is giving me a lot of information that I might want to go in and use for my own ads. You might want to use these, I call them golden keywords, right? High volume, low competition. I might want to get it down to 100. So I might play with the competition, or some of these other, let's just say no more than 250 people competing for the title. Now, if you've got low competition for a keyword, you also are going to pay less for that keyword in Amazon ads, because not many people are competing for it. It's like any other auction. If you've got a lot of people wanting that keyword or paying for it, then you're going to pay more for it. So now I'm down to 105 keywords. And these are all things that, according to that book, right? So, I mean, they're not exactly good for your book about grief, because this is about teens and what they struggle with. But these are some of the best keywords for teen books. Taylor's Advent Calendar, FNAF book set, Tween Girl Advent Calendar, the People of Walmart coloring book. So you can see how really getting to know keywords and really being able to analyze them goes such a long way with making sure, number one, that you're seeding your 7 keyword phrases correctly, but that then when you're ready to do some ads, you're going to want to have really fantastic keyword phrases for ads that are highly applicable to your book, that are not too competitive, and so that you can place and rank higher in those as well. That makes sense?
So when I first did that, I didn't do a book for or a book about, because I kind of figured when I search, I don't put the word book, I just search for what I'm looking for, and books usually come up, especially if it's a topic like this. There's not that many products about teen grief,
Right.
So that's why I didn't think about putting the word a book for.
Yeah, and it's just one of the things that I would be thinking about when I go to Amazon. I think if I want a book, I'm usually putting book because I'm choosing the book category. But
Right.
that doesn't mean teen grief. Let's see, if I just put the words teen grief, there's 20,000 results. So that's because it's only 2 words, right? So teen grief about loss of a friend. Maybe that is more long tail, right? More keywords. That gets us down to 302 results. Let me just share my screen again.
So that's a nice low number, right? Is that what we
That's a
want?
nice, yeah. And if I'm actually looking to see what KDSpy thinks about it, it'll tell me whether or not it's a popular search term. Perhaps there's low competition, but it's not searched very often. So let's give it a moment
Right.
to see. And here we are. So it says popularity. There are only a small number of books performing well for this keyword. But I mean, it's got potential being green and the competition being green. So this,
Okay. So here I'm concerned because my book's not even showing up here. Does that
right?
mean I need to go in like right now and type in teen grief about loss of a friend?
It's one of the things that you could do for sure.
Okay.
This is one of the reasons why with my authors, I actually put a lot of time, and we'll do this, Dottie, with your book, is coming up with the really good search terms in both in the 7 keywords. Yes. Now in your 7 keyword phrases, you can't refer to other books. However, when you advertise, you can put other books. So if there's a really good one that's getting lots of revenue about grief, let's see, healing for no one but me. So you can't put that keyword, that title in your keyword list, but you can advertise for that title. And that, so some of these, would be great for advertising.
So is that where, so let's say someone clicks on that healing for no one but me. If I advertise, mine will show up below that in like sponsored.
Yes.
Like that little, okay.
Exactly correct. So healing for no one but me, maybe they've heard about that book and somebody said, your child has just had this loss, go and find healing for no one but me. So if somebody's searching for healing for no one but me, and you have advertised for that keyword search term, then you have a potential of showing up here. So here's a sponsored healing words, right? This is a book called Healing Words, and it came up as a sponsored book for that. And the other thing you can do is if you advertise for the product, the book itself, then you also, when somebody is in that book, they could be, so healing for no one but me, I'm going to click on it. If this book is really popular and you target this product in a product ad, so not just a keyword ad, but a product ad also, then your book could appear as, like here, there's a sponsored ad coming up. It could appear on this page while somebody's in here looking at this book, or sometimes it's when you scroll down, it says products related to this item, and you see your book could be here.
So that's if I click on a product ad?
If you create a product ad, yep. Yep. And some types of ads that you can also run are category ads. If there is a category on Amazon that is about grief for teens, you could advertise on that category and say, show my ad when anybody is looking at a book in this category.
Yeah. So that's all in the ad dashboard, and I got to choose like product or category or keyword.
Correct.
Oh my goodness. Holy crap.
Yeah. So keep coming back, keep learning. I have on my YouTube channel, which is Self-Publishing Made Simple with April Cox, I have step-by-step tutorials, how to find the best keywords, how to create ads, And you have all of this available at your fingertips to learn. And then you also have an opportunity to set up time with me if you would like a little bit of coaching around this stuff. Then I'm happy to do that as well. Okay.
April, excuse me.
Mhm.
Can I ask you something?
I only have time for one quick question, and then I got to jump off because I have another meeting. But yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ada.
Yes, did you have a meeting yesterday how to put your books in a libraries?
In libraries, no. But I did, yesterday's meeting was about education, and it was
Yes,
about
about-
getting the books into schools and providing some gamification opportunities for your book. So I'm happy to send you a link to the replay.
Oh, please, can
I'll send that over, and yeah, we'll make that available for you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Come back again at 8 p.m. Eastern if you would like to have some more discussions. I'm here every Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern, answering your self-publishing questions. And I will see you again at 8 o'clock.
Thank you.